also would like to invite our next speaker, Professor Vignesh, if you can join us and talk with us about the global opportunities and market access. So please, if you join us, can you introduce yourself and tell us a few words about your background?
Yeah, thank you very much, Flava, for having me here. My name is Vignesh. I work as a professor at the Department of Management Studies, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. I study about startups and the interface between the technology and society. That's my broader introduction. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your introduction. And I would like to ask you the question about the market access. So what makes India an attractive destination for global tech entrepreneurs compared to other emerging markets?
All right. Thank you very much for this question. My wonderful panelist, Annie, has covered most of the things. I do not really know what I can add more valuable, but I'll focus on one aspect. When you say emerging markets, we are comparing India with Brazil and other African markets. So in terms of literacy level, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of amount of people available to work in these enterprises, India offers better opportunities compared to the rest of the countries. I would say technology universalism in terms of mindset. Okay, say 10 years ago, an Indian working in an automobile sector in India cannot work in a similar company in US or in UK. Whereas now it is always possible for an Indian working in an Indian company, in irrespective of the sector, you're talking about automobile or information technology sector, they can work in anywhere in the world. All right. So there is some kind of universalism has already set in the country in terms of labor force. I would say that is one of the major attraction for tech entrepreneurs when you're looking at India compared to the rest of the countries.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your introduction and give us this information. If we talk about entering the Indian market as a non-Indian entrepreneur, what are the challenges and advantages of launching a tech startup in India would be?
All right. Thank you very much for the question. If you look at, we got liberalized in 1991. We started having a lot of foreign companies entering the India. The process they follow is you work with an existing Indian company to understand the market for some time, maybe say 10 years or 15 years, then you go solo. I would say similar strategy is going to work very well for a non-Indian entrepreneur to enter the Indian market. I don't say that it is going to be very, very difficult to work alone in India, but having an Indian partner is going to be a lot more advantageous for you to understand the Indian market, right? As my previous panelist, Annie, correctly mentioned, whatever you say about India is true and opposite is also true. So the kind of strategies, what you have it in Northern India may not really work in Southern India or vice versa. So that is the case, having a local partner is going to be a lot more useful to you. Okay, that is number one. Number two, in terms of challenges, there is a lot of unevenness in terms of, say, for example, quality of people who are going to work with you and the quality of customers what you are likely to have. There is a lot more unevenness. With this unevenness, you will find it difficult to tackle or maneuver the existing system on an everyday basis. That will be the second challenge, or we would say advantage as well. Third one, though we talk about 1.4 billion all the time in terms of market attractiveness, in terms of purchasing power parity, we are not that great. In the sense, we are talking about people who can do only the low ticket purchases. They may not be really attractive for tech entrepreneurs. And there is also a tendency not to buy technology products. Suppose, say, for example, if you are into selling certain technology solutions, there is a tendency among the Indian consumers not to buy these particular products. So they are looking at things at a free or a lower cost. That is also going to be a big challenge for you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for your insights about these challenges and opportunities. Now, my question would be, if there are any government initiatives and maybe like programs like Startup India and Make in India, how they do support foreign entrepreneurs when it comes to entering the Indian market?
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. The support from the government has been always nice. From 91, it is increasing. Presently, I would say the government is a lot more proactive for foreign direct investment. The programs like Startup India or Make in India, the Startup India is predominantly looking at startup, smaller scale enterprises. I would say it is very, I would say, encouraging for non-Indian entrepreneurs, because we're talking about small scale. There are a lot of incentives are available in terms of funding from the government. So when it comes to funding from the government, they prefer people from India. Since this is a taxpayer's money, they prefer to have Indian entrepreneurs receiving this money, right? But when it comes to Make in India, where you set up your manufacturing facilities here and you end up producing certain things, Tesla is in discussion, Foxconn has already started their operations here in India. When you do it, government is a lot more proactive. Okay, there is performance-based linkage, incentives are available here. There is 3 years tax exemptions available here. A single window clearance is available here. It is going to be pretty good if you're looking at Make in India. The startup India for non-Indian entrepreneurs or foreign entrepreneurs is going to be a little tricky. Thank you.